1v1 in this bitch and run. The first one is the moon fake.
It's gotta be the
It's
alligator.
a fucking alligator.
I don't know how much an alligator weighs. Let's say an alligator weighs 400 pounds. I go, fuck, dude, that fucker weighs 4 tons. I don't know. What's good, everybody? It's your boys, Travis, Kane, and TJ. We are back with the TKT podcast, the 2 Kill Time podcast, your favorite podcast on all podcast streaming platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube. And we are back with a new color for this podcast on all your favorite podcast streaming platforms. The TKT podcast is back for season 2, episode 1, baby.
Yeah.
We are here. We are not live on Twitch for the first episode, boys, but we are back. We got new colors for season 2. We got a new logo for season 2, but it's the same 3 gang members: Travis, Kane, and Marshall Mathers. TJ over here, booling. If y'all are watching on YouTube, actually, he looks exactly like Eminem. What album was that? Was that the Rehab album? Like after he came back from rehab? Is that how he was dressing? Boys, what have you guys been up to, man? What have you guys been doing? What's the word? It's been 2 months. It's been over 2 months since they've heard our voices, seen our faces.
Been a minute.
Indeed.
Travis, you going first or me?
All right, go ahead.
I've been working a lot, trying to stack bread. My job has been an absolute mess because we keep not being able to keep people on.
Damn.
So we've had consistently like 3 or 4 people on shift, and it's been fucking shot. It's taken a lot out of me. Because not that people are bad, they're just new, so they don't really know. Yeah, so they've just relied on...
You know, being new also correlates to not being great.
Yeah, they're slower, you know what I mean? Like, it's not their fault, but... Holy fuck, dude. Plus, with it being at night, it's just becoming a lot, but... No, I've been good otherwise.
So with all the new people, I mean, obviously they're also working nights. So, have any of them worked nights before? Or is this like, oh, this is their first taste of it, and they're really having to adjust?
Yeah, for a lot of them, they're just getting to experience night shifts, so they're all trying to learn how to.
It's a really hard adjustment going from days to nights. I would say it probably takes like 4 legitimate weeks, if not longer.
It was a hard 2 to 3 weeks, and then I was pretty adjusted by then. But I mean, everyone's different.
Yeah, you have to change your sleep schedule, and like when me and Haley did it, we were working days and nights, so we just slept between jobs, and that's all we did that whole summer. It sucked, crazy. But the adjustment to just having to work nights sucks because there's usually no one in the store. I did Walmart, so we were open 24/7 at the time. But the people that come in at night are just miserable as fuck. Because, like, they're there at 2 in the morning.
I bet.
It's just fucking awful.
I mean, we're closed from midnight till 6 in the morning.
Oh, that's nice.
So I at least have, like, a little time with no customers. But, like, dude, it's it's definitely... Plus, when... Just on nights, you're on the opposite schedule of everybody. Yeah. You never see the fucking sun. I'm constantly trying to avoid the sun, basically. That's
reminds me of fucking bench warmers and the brother with the sword, fucking played by Nick Swartzen or something like that. Nick Swanson.
That's fantastic.
Oh my god,
just fucking hilarious. Trevi, what have you been up to, buddy?
Yeah,
not much, man. Dude, I feel like these last 2 months have flown by.
It's been a quick 2 months.
I
feel like we've all had a bunch of shit going on. Like, it was a good time for us to stop.
Yeah. Definitely.
Kind of like TJ, I've been working a lot. Obviously, we all have. I don't know how you do nights, bro. I would never be able to do nights.
They're
straight up.
They're a lot.
It's actually pretty great because, so if TJ works, I don't even know when, from like 9 to 6 or something.
Yeah.
And I'll go in like 7 to 3:30. So whenever we're trying to like play games or hoop or do something, it's always like
We got like 2.5 hours where we overlap and can.
That's fire.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
he's going to bed and I'm going to work.
Damn.
So
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys have been able to
snap
coordinate
him.
that.
I'll Snapchat him on my way out as he's going in. Like,
Damn.
it's identical timing.
Yeah.
It's
And
mad funny.
I don't know, dude. Like, I think last week we kind of talked about getting this podcast set up,
Yeah.
and I was just like, 2 months already, bro. Like, I can't believe it's already what, the 22nd.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it when we ended season 1. Like, hey, we wanted to shoot for this time so we could do like a Halloween special, which not really a spoiler, but we're gonna be doing like a Halloween special next week, and so on. But I mean, it was October fucking 8th before anybody was like, yo, so like when are we getting this back together? Because like it just went by so fast.
Dude, I remember the group
Yeah,
chat
bro.
went silent, no
Yeah,
comms.
2 months.
Like, no one said shit. And all of a sudden, someone, I can't remember, one of the three of us was like, so, we ever,
Yeah, it's
coming
like
back
it's
around
October.
this, or-
Well, definitely a big part of that, bro, is like the new 2K dropped on September 8th. Every day
Yeah.
I'm getting home from work, bro. I'm so down bad for that game. I'll stay at my work, close and play until like 7, bro.
That's insane, bro. Take a shower. 2K will be there when you're
Touch
done,
some fucking
bro.
grass,
bro,
dude.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, for real.
It's the only good thing about your job is sometimes you're outside.
Sometimes,
So at least, you do get a little fresh air every now and then.
exactly. Yeah.
Bro, I just bought the PS5, obviously, to start playing 2K, and I'm the same way now. Like, I just want to come home and play it. I tell Haley, like, that's just all I want to do. And we recently started watching, like, a movie or an episode of a show a night, just like, because we don't get a lot of time together now that we only have one day off a week together again, down to Sundays. So, because she's off Saturdays and Sundays now, and I'm only off every other Saturday, Sunday. So we just take like an hour and a half to watch like a show or a movie, and it's just hot. I'm like, man, I just want to play 2K.
Like, I don't care what we're watching.
I mean, it's good though that you guys are doing that. That's definitely
Yeah.
good
How's
for
your
you
2 months
guys.
been, Kane?
It's been good,
been
man.
for you,
It's
buddy?
been fucking wild. So, as we talked about last season of the podcast, we probably weren't staying in our apartment, which, as you can see, is the case. We moved to a house. We got a 3-bedroom house, and this is the upstairs. It's basically another bonus room, so it's really a 4-bedroom house. Fenced backyard, and we use this space so that we don't have to get rid of a bedroom downstairs. That was a 2-week process getting everything finished, but we moved in a day. It was just getting everything tied up, and then unpacking within a week was really tough. Outside of that,
Did you
again,
move yourself, or
so no, I shout out to like my boy Troy, who was on last season pod. He came and helped me. He had a trailer, an open trailer, and then my buddy JP and Anthony also helped us out with their SUV, and then he had a pickup. So we were able to get it all done in one trip. Took us 4 hours to move our entire house. So we just we just hammered it. And then also talked about last season towards the end of the podcast year was a lot of shit was happening with my job, a lot of turnover with like management and shit. Well, we finally got a new GM. I don't remember if that was while we were on the podcast, but I've since left that occupation. Just actually last week at the beginning of the week because they declined my vacation. I'd been with the company for 3 years, never taken a paid vacation, and they declined it. So I said, "Get fucked." Had a job in 2 days, and now I'm at this new job, and it's been great.
get fucked?
Like it was just mad disrespectful. Like I'm not like trying to air out laundry or anything like that. But when I text my boss, like, "Hey, I gave you a week's notice. I know it was short, but like, are we good?" And he was like, "No." I was like, "Okay, well, if you don't mind me asking why." He said it was because I took 2 days off in September to see my family and that I only gave him a week notice. I was like, that's crazy because someone that just took 5 days off to go see their father, unpaid vacation, you said no and he went anyways. But because I asked, you're going to tell me no to taking a paid vacation for the first time in 3 years with the company. And he was like, what does your new job start tomorrow? And I said, no, walked in, fucking quit, and in 2 days I started a new job.
Wow.
Like, it was
bro.
just mad disrespectful to be like, Yo, what do you start your new job tomorrow? Is that why you want to take a vacation? Shut the fuck up. Who the fuck are you, bro? Like, you've been to my house and had dinner. Like, we had drinks at my kitchen table, and like that's where you're coming from. Yeah, it tilted me. So I fucking left, and now I'm doing this, and it's
good shit.
Yeah, it's going good. But the new house is great. The dogs love the backyard. Trying to think of like anything new that's been going on in my life other than getting a PS5. We've just been saving money and trying to get everything paid off and go from there. But other than that, it's been a crazy 2 months. Just been slammed with shit. So
how's the Beamer treating you?
Good, man. I'm upset. I went and watched it yesterday. So where I work now, a mile down the road is a really nice touchless car wash. I got it washed, looked great, got home, woke up this morning. Someone must have had a fire or something last night because it was like all fucking dusty. I'm like, and it ain't pollen.
Damn.
It's not fucking pollen. Like, so someone must have had a fire or something last night. Because we do have a garage, but the way the garage is set up, so there's like a cutout, but it's where like our HVAC is and hot water heater. So there's like a pole. And I can fit there, and Haley's car can fit in, but it just makes it too tight. And I'm like, I don't really need to park in the garage. I let Haley park in the garage, and we have plenty of space to like walk around the car and do things if we need to use it. Right. We don't need to move her car out. So I park out in the driveway, and I guess that's what I get for it. Yeah.
I think I texted you, what was that, last night or 2 nights ago? You posted a picture of the car on Snapchat.
Yeah, it was last night.
I gotta get a pic of the Beamer and the Finny together.
Facts. I think I'm already decided on my next car, which is really bad because I haven't had this one a year, but I'm not planning on getting rid of it, but I know what I want, like, in my head. I really want an M4. I want an M4 coupe. Like, really bad, and like that green or blue color. The new grill, I love it. A lot of people don't like it, but I love it. And it's an M4. What's there not to like? So
why not? You know?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Freaking trademark right there.
Exactly, bro. It's just huge. Like the grill is just like a giant bean.
Massive.
I love it, dude. I fucking love it. I think it's sick. It's unique. You know exactly what it is when it's coming behind you. Like, you know exactly what the car is.
Like beep, get out of the way. Come on.
Exactly, bro. Anything cool or interesting happen to you guys? Like this is just a catch up episode, of course, but
boys, fellas,
brothers.
You are not going to fucking believe me when I tell you this.
Okay.
But I've waited. This happened like 3 days ago, and I have been itching to tell you guys, but I haven't because I was waiting for us to fucking record this. All right, so let me set the fucking scene here. So I'm taking out the garbage, bro. And I live in an apartment complex, so there's like one massive fucking dumpster that we all just throw our garbage into.
Yeah.
And so I take my garbage down, and the dumpster's like kind of empty, kind of not. Mm-hmm. And so I just throw the bag in there, and I hear scurrying.
Oh, no.
When I walked up to the dumpster.
Didn't heed the fucking sound warning.
So I just heave this fucking bag of garbage, hoping whatever's going to stay in there. I throw this garbage bag. A squirrel jumps out of the trash can straight at my face, bro. Dead at me. I shit you not. I hit it with a left hook and punched this squirrel, and it landed on the dumpster and fucking ran away.
Bro's got a concussion.
Dude, I audibly screamed in fear when this thing popped out of the dumpster out of nowhere.
Like a high pitch, like a scream, or?
Nah, it was more like a you know what I mean, kind of deal. Like almost like you remember back in the day? You remember like tased? Yeah. Like you'd get tased in the ribs.
Yeah.
The noise that you would make when that happens, that's pretty much the noise I made. And I left hooked a squirrel.
That's
fucking
scared
the shit out of me, dude. Scared the shit out of me.
Throws flashbacks to season 1, bro. Fucking, I mean, what kind of animal could you take? I mean, now we know squirrel.
Squirrel.
Now we just know Coliseum style. He even got the jump on it.
Yeah, dude. Call me off guard and everything.
Me
still
1-0.
Dude,
1-0.
even
that's what I wanted to tell you, dude. I told Travis because he texted me like 5 minutes after it happened, dude, and I was running on high. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like your endorphins are through the fucking roof.
Yeah, dude, I'm fucking fuming.
Can't even
you know?
smoke to bring yourself down because it's only gonna make it worse.
Yeah, so I'm like, God damn, like, do I tell him? Do I wait? And then I ended up just waiting for the pod, but yeah. So
Hold on, I'm gonna read you the conversation word for word because this is what happened.
yeah, no, this shit was actually really funny how it played out because Travis was like, I don't even know. It was fucking stupid.
So
You got it?
it was Thursday at 3:19 p.m. This is my little story for the day.
3:19 p.m.
3:19 p.m. I'm gonna be home at like 4:30. I'm working in Speculator. That's kind of like the 2K call. Like
Yeah, like, yo, you got fucking 45 minutes to an hour and 15 to be ready. Depends on how long the shit takes.
Yeah.
he said, bro, I have the most insane thing to tell you, but almost want to wait for the podcast to get your best reaction. I said, you better write it down so we don't forget.
Write that down. Write that down.
He said, already did. I said, good, bad, funny as a motherfucker. And I said, I don't want to wait. This is messed up. You could have just not said anything until the pod, and like I'm impatient.
Yeah.
Because you're impatient.
Now
like,
my
we're the same.
anticipation is through the roof. Like I can't wait.
Dude.
So it just kind of goes back and forth. He's like, I could tell you, but then you got to guess it. And I said, no, don't do that.
Bro, that's some shit that
like,
fucking Matt does all the time. He'll be like, yeah, man, never mind.
I was like, the reaction's not gonna be the same because dude, as soon as I said it to him, I was like, nah, like,
Yeah, it's not gonna be as funny.
Funnier.
I feel like there's a lot of moments like that, like in the moment shit too. Like we'll have something funny happen. I wrote a bunch of shit down, not in the notes that I showed you, in a separate note of just shit that happened. That's just all like random funny shit. And I looked back at it this morning. I was like, man, this shit ain't even fucking funny. And like I wrote it down detailed, like fucking this happened, and I was like, man, that was like a really in the moment thing that I thought was fucking hilarious. And in reality, if I told somebody that in person, they'd be like, bro, are you fucking stupid? Like, are you dumb?
Right.
You really thought that was funny?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I have at least like 5 stories off the top of my head from work that I could sit here and tell you guys. It'd be like a little funny, but like when you're in that at that point in time, like you're dying.
Different.
And speaking of tased, bro, you triggered a memory in my head because in BOCES, like in VOTEC, we played a game called Hardee's. Do you guys know what Hardee's is?
No, I never heard
So it's basically, you know what a
Maybe.
5-star is, right? Where like you call a 5-star and fucking slap somebody as hard as fuck on the back. First of all, that fucking sucked. But Hardee's was like
brutal.
So you know, like 5s, like you call 5s on a chair. If somebody takes it, you can fucking 5-star them. Is the way I always played it.
Oh.
Well, Hardee's is a similar thing. You say like, oh, Hardee's, like that's my chair, or like you can't say that Hardee's, and for the rest of the day, that person can't say that word or that saying. And if they say it, you get to slap them as hard as you fucking can on the back of the neck, like fucking, yeah, like just right there, dude. So like if you miss, it's gonna hurt, but if you miss, that person gets to hit you. Yeah.
so high risk, high reward.
Yeah, it fucking sucked. But it was really fun.
Hands.
Yeah, it was really fucking fun.
Sounds pretty fun.
It kind of reminds me of Doorknob as well. But I never really played that.
What is that?
Oh, like if you fart, you have to say doorknob?
Yeah.
It wasn't big when we were growing up, but like my cousin used to play it all the time. If you fart, you have to say doorknob, or if somebody beats you to saying doorknob, they now can punch you as hard as they want for as long as they want until you touch a doorknob. And it can't be a handle, it has to be a knob.
Dude, like,
what the fuck?
Yeah, dude. Like, I guess it was big when I'm gonna have to
awful if you're not close to one.
Yeah, like so I played it a couple times in elementary school. So you had fucking 2 doors in your classroom. And if you like let it rip and don't say shit, you're just fucking every time the teacher turns around. You're just getting fucking clocked. And so I only played it like 2 or 3 times as a kid, but I'll have to ask Kill because I'm pretty sure that my cousin and her used to play it all the time. Like, not her specifically, but that generation played it all the time in, like, high school and shit. But I'll have to ask her. You just, like, triggered that core memory.
Imagine you're like...
Well, yeah, she's, like, fucking 6 years older than me. Bro, if you're on a hike, you're fucked.
Dude,
yeah, you're done.
You're, like, you're going for a walk.
Yeah, you're bruised.
You're just getting pelted.
Rocked for an hour, bro. What the fuck?
Imagine you're just in a car.
Yeah, because it can't be a handle. The way we played it was it couldn't be a handle. It had to be a knob. Like, it had to be like a turn knob. So you're in a car,
That's what I'm saying, dude. If you're on a road trip,
18-hour trip.
Done.
You gotta pray when you stop for gas, dude.
I wish that me and Chris played that. I would have fucked him up.
You would crash the car.
Bro, that's another thing that happened too. So with the move, I was just looking at my notes here.
Move?
What?
Like, how far of a move was it? Like,
it's like 20 miles on the road, not too far.
Okay.
I mean, realistically, with traffic, it's about 30 minutes, but that's fucking Nashville. So we moved here, and my buddy had an extra set of washer dryer because his apartment like flooded. Not really, but the apartment above him flooded, and it got down and wet. And then the insurance company replaced his washer and dryer, but they were completely fine. They didn't get wet, nothing. But they replaced it, so we got a brand new set, and we were bringing ours over. If you guys need anyone to rewire your dryer for you, I'm the guy.
Rewire?
Yeah. So it's actually really fucking easy. But like I was panicking because we hooked up the washer, worked fine, ran it through a cycle, didn't leak, great. We go to plug in the washer and we realized we didn't have like the vent, like the tube vent. So we go to Home Depot, grab the vent, get back, hook up the vent, and I go to plug it in and I'm like, babe, this plug's different. She's like, what do you mean? I was like, apparently dryers have different plugs. And she was like, what? So the old plugs used to be 3-prong, and now the new ones are 4, like based off of like electric standards and shit.
Yeah.
So I was like, what the fuck are we going to do? Like, we just have this dryer that we can't do anything with. So I started like Googling and shit. I'm fucking frantically like, holy fuck, we just have this dryer now. And it pops up like there's adapters. So I'm like, all right, I'll just go to Home Depot, buy an adapter. Says they have one. Get there, and the guy's like, nah, you can't do that. We don't sell those anymore, blah, blah. I'm like, well, it's right here on your app. And he was like, yeah, no, they like stopped that last year or some shit. You're going to have to buy like an actual cable and rewire your dryer. And I just look at the guy like, bro, I'm 25. I've never had to do anything like that in my life. What the fuck are you talking about? I was like, do you know how to do that? And he's like a 55-year-old man. He's got like the fucking the tape measure suspenders on, like the yellow with the fucking inch lines on it. I was like, he's got to know. And he looks at me and he was like, I don't know, man. I've never had to do it before. And I was like, oh, fuck. So he was like, I'm sure you could Google it. So I start fucking looking it up. And it's literally every dryer. It's this simple. There's like a little fucking aluminum tab thing. You undo one screw, pops off. And then you have, if it's a 3-prong to a 4-prong, so in my case, there's 3 wires. They all come undone. And then the 4, you have like a ground, a neutral, a power, and then another ground wire or another neutral wire, some shit. Don't take my advice because I don't remember. I only did it one time. And you basically just, you have to like shut. Yeah. If you need to do it, come to me, but don't have me help you. You like have to shove it into this fucking hole and just screw them all back in, and it just fucking turns on, dude. Like it's the easiest wiring I've ever had to do in my life.
That's good.
Yeah, and I was generally nervous because, I mean, when you wire things in automotive, or like when I was in Votech and went through auto tech, when you wire shit, sometimes you have to solder and like do all this other shit. I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do?
Yeah.
Like, what am I gonna do? I don't have any. I have screwdrivers, like a couple sockets, fucking wrenches.
I have a crescent wrench and a.
I definitely don't have any. Definitely don't have a soldering iron. Like, what am I gonna do? I don't have like crimps, nothing. So,
dude, the scene that comes to my mind is like you look that up and you do need a solder tool or something, and you just look over like you got a flathead. You're just like,
this kind of looks the same.
I could probably make this work.
Fucking shocks myself, dude. bro. Like that
second
bro,
it connects.
like right before you do it, you're like, heroes don't wear capes.
Bro, and so that was really why I was nervous. Was as simple as it was. I was like, if I get this wrong, I'm gonna fry the dryer. I'm gonna plug it in. And it's just gonna fucking go up in smoke, and I'm gonna burn this fucking house down. Like I'm going to be shelled. And
Fair concern.
yeah, but it ended up fucking working out. So I mean, I guess I can't really complain. That was one of the just stupid stories that I had over the past 2 months. Other than that, in my life, bro, the only other thing we're working on is getting the barbecue sauce business back up and running now that we're settled in. And I mean, just watching
Need some more
sports.
of that, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Dude dropped a good amount of strokes off my golf game.
Good shit. You mentioned the other day you almost broke 80 or 90 or something like that.
I had 85. Yeah,
Attaboy.
shot 85
Attaboy.
on 18.
Now, is that
Yeah.
did you do that once, or are you consistently hitting 80 now?
I just did that the one time. I'm consistently in the 90s now, though.
That's good.
I shot 105.
I think if
the
I
other day, though,
so I think we've talked. I've never actually been golfing. I've been to Top Golf like 100 times, but I think I'd probably be in the hundreds,
lost
bro.
track,
Like
though.
easy.
I'd probably
Yo,
be
real
on the
talk, you never
130s.
golfing?
I've never been
You'd
like on
probably-
the course.
Yeah, you'd probably be like 140, 150.
Nice.
If you like kept like track of like actual.
yeah.
shots.
I didn't
Yeah.
do too bad when you and Dallas went and played that one day. I didn't do terrible for never going.
No, you really didn't.
I'm
I was
good.
expecting worse. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm good with
Well,
my
I-
irons. I just can't drive for shit. My drive just goes fucking straight to the right. You got a mean slice.
I was
I'm
on the
I'm the
golf
other way.
team from like 7th to 9th grade with Dave Cervello. I forget who else was on the team. But I didn't do bad then. I just
Tyler
don't ever
Newcomb
go
had a
golfing.
golf team.
Yeah, but it was only
What?
like 4 people. Tyler
Out of
Newkirk used to.
everything? It's
Yeah,
kind of fire.
Yeah.
Boston Spa has a golf team, I think. I think they did.
It's a
would
weird
hope
high
so.
school sport. At least for where
Right?
we're
Like,
at.
how do you?
Is it a fall sport? I guess it would be. It would have to be a fall sport. It's
Could be
obviously
spring.
It's obviously not winter.
I mean, you're talking a long time.
Yeah,
ago.
definitely not a winter sport.
Just going to the golf sims every day.
All
That'd be
right,
so
boys.
fire.
Let's give them hell.
There's
That'd be
nobody
so
else here.
fire.
It's just us. We're playing against a computer, bro.
Shot 18 with one ball today.
With one ball today.
One ball.
Yeah, that's a mulligan. Yeah, it's a mully. We'll take that. Oh, yeah.
See, it's funny though, cause like my golf score, it's weird. Like when I'm sober, I feel like it could be decent, but then the drinks start
Yeah.
flowing, and we smoke a little bit, and
Yeah.
one thing leads to another, and I'm shooting 8s on every hole, and I'm like, it is what it is. you
Fuck
know?
it. Bro, fucking that. There's a golf channel. I can't think of what it's called. But so obviously, do you know Good, right? Good Golf?
Yeah.
So it's basically a spoof of them. In reality, is why it
I don't
started.
watch them anymore, though.
But they're actually
Seems
like
to be
decent.
split up.
They're good at golf, but they go golfing and they'll do like wild experiments. Like one guy just smokes, another guy has to drink a 30-pack, another guy does
Oh, dude, I
shrooms,
think
or
I've
like
seen that.
one will drop LSD, and they have to. Yeah, and then the one was like this guy is only supposed to drink, this guy smokes, and this guy does shrooms, and they try to see who does the best. And it's like the second hole, and the guy like comes in, he goes like peeks in the camera, he's like, "I've been smoking my dip in the whole fucking time," and like he's fucking 6 beers deep on the first hole.
Yeah, he's soft.
And he's like, "I was ripped before I even got here." And I don't remember who wins, but those guys are fucking hilarious because that's the golfer. Like, that's the guy that goes out every weekend and just plays golf to play golf and get out of the house. That's who I want to be.
Yeah, like I feel like that's more my range. Like I don't want to be like the guy who's having to play these super fancy courses all dressed up and
Yeah.
fucking doing the whole 9
I mean, I
yards.
do
I'm
want to
not
play
trying
like
do
Pebble
all
Beach
that.
one day.
I mean, I would love to once, but not consistently.
Yeah.
That's just not my type of speed.
Imagine going to one of them and just fucking 150. slowing down pace of play like a mother.
Yeah, and
Insanely.
Dude, like everyone's looking at you, and you're just like,
My bad, guys.
Dude,
At least I'm a solo.
The worst, yo. That's the worst when they go, yeah, you could play through. Then you got like 4 people just sitting there watching you tee off, and you're like, all right, let me hit this past the women's tees right quick.
Yeah, let me shank this fucking 5 yards. Like,
dude.
For me, it'd be like, let me butcher this and just hit grass.
Yeah.
Oh, so I did have my birthday over our little hiatus.
That did happen.
Yeah, 22 now.
And a boy.
And so this made me think of it because I went golfing with Dylan and Tyler on my actual birthday, and there was like this group. Dude, there was like 12 to like 16 of them. And I guess they all play on like Mondays at 2. So we had to like try and like sneak in before them.
Yeah. I always wondered like how people do that. They'll set up like a tee time for like 4, and it's like, no, they set up 6 different tee times and then just all play together. That's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
So they just take up a huge block.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. Sounds dope.
Yeah.
But anyways, so they let us play through. And so we got like 12 to 16 middle-aged white dudes just standing there in the dad stands, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
just
like around the
us
tee
tee
box.
off.
Fucking, yeah.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. It's like we're in a huddle or something.
Yeah. It's like you're on a PGA fucking tour. You got the bystanders there. Fucking.
Right.
I don't mean to expose Bev, but I do remember this. That Dylan and I crushed our drives. Absolutely crushed our drives. And they were like, oh, shit. Like, okay. And then Bev hits a topper right just past the ladies' tees, and
that's fucking awesome.
They all were like, well, at least you can keep your shorts on. Yeah, dude, it was fucking funny.
That's funny as fuck. It is. I do think it is funny how we've all kind of. We had an episode last season where we talked about the things that all guy has to decide in their mid-20s or early 30s of what they want to do.
Yeah.
And half of this episode has been us talking about golf.
Yeah.
And like my big thing is fucking barbecue right now because of the sauce. Travi's pretty big into cars right now. We're really like diving into it. My problem is I want to do them all. I want to do them all.
I do want to do them all.
Like I want the cars. I want to fucking grill. I want to go golfing every fucking weekend.
Soon.
I really want to go golfing, bro. Yeah, you guys have future plans that you wanted to bring up on the pod.
Guys, I gotta take this phone call. Hold on.
Okay.
Mid-pod. Taking the business call.
Very important.
I get it, yeah.
It would have been funny if he left himself on mute and was like, what's up, Derek?
Right? He's like, hello.
Hello. But yeah, so you guys wanted to let people know of something you guys are planning in the future, potentially.
So Travi and I have some future plans.
Okay.
Oh, already back from the phone call, are we?
Yeah,
Super important, huh?
And
Fucking Charles Entertainment Cheese over here fucking making a big deal out of something that's not a big deal.
exactly. Exactly.
Oh, that's funny.
What are we saying?
But
Mama.
we were just announcing our big plans.
Tennessee in April.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
Travi and I will be moving down.
I'm excited, man. It's gonna be dope to have you guys.
I'm excited to move down.
So you're not bringing your car, right? If you're not, we're just gonna throw my car on a trailer on the U-Haul, and we're gonna send that bitch straight.
Word. Word.
We're just going.
Right.
So what are you gonna do about a car, buddy?
I don't know. Figure it out. I mean, I planned on buying a car once I was down there.
Gotcha.
Because saves on New York taxes and whatnot.
Yeah.
Doesn't see winter as bad as they do up here, and
Yeah, you definitely
don't
don't
know.
want to buy a New York car down here. You'll never be able to resell it.
yeah.
If you buy one down here, It's usually pretty tough.
Right.
But I'm excited, man.
Well,
I'm
in
ready
terms
to
of
have you
that, I
guys.
just meant like TJ not nickel and diming his car now.
Yeah,
Might as well
yeah.
not waste the money. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But,
exactly.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
got
yeah.
you. I'm excited to have you guys down here. One, for like going out and doing shit, because nobody around here wants to do anything. Like, I went and bought a basketball today, because the only time I play basketball is when I go to my cousin Elvis's. And I told Haley, I was like, I'm buying a basketball.
buddy.
There's 3 open courts, 8 minutes from my house. I'm going to play basketball at least once a week. Like,
Dude.
it's a really nice park,
oh my
actually.
God.
What ball did you end up getting? Did you get the one
No,
I
I
mentioned?
got a Spalding. It was like, I couldn't justify spending $80 on a fucking ball, buddy. I'm not gonna lie,
I
that's
get it.
just a bit much for
I
a
get
guy
it.
that.
You spent.
Travis, I was like, yo, what kind of basketball should I get, bro? He goes, well, I
What'd you
recommend.
send him?
He goes, the Wilson Evolution.
Good ball.
And I was like, all right,
Great ball,
I fucking,
actually.
as he's on the phone, I fucking boop, 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 type it in. I was like, Travis,
Yeah.
$80 for a fucking basketball, buddy. He was like, yeah, but it's really good. It's going to last you for a while. I was like, I mean, any ball's going to last me a while. I'm going like once a week, bro. Like, I'm playing basketball once a week.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's a valid.
I can't remember what it is. It's like a Spalding.
That's
I literally
that's my
just
personal
bought it.
favorite.
It is a, here, let's see.
I've always been a rock fan.
Yeah, I like rock, and then
Is it a Spalding T something?
Spalding TF Cross Court, indoor and outdoor composite basketball.
Yeah,
It's
that's a
like
nice one.
35 fucking bucks. I don't know. I picked it up. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, this feels nice. Full size, 29 and a halfer, you know?
You just pick it up. You're like, yep, this is a basketball.
No, I picked it up, and they had like a little display one that was out of the box, so I could fucking
Get a little saucy with it.
yeah, I did a couple dribble moves, fucking toss it up in the air a couple times.
Right.
I was like,
Right,
went like
right,
this,
right.
spun it on the finger. I was like, yeah, this one's good.
Little Steph Curry warm up drill.
Yeah, that's all. You know, we're good.
I like it. I like
Then I
it.
actually got 2 polos too. They got
There you
pine
go.
cones and birds on them for work.
Fire.
Yeah, I'm a big like eccentric polo guy when it comes to like my golf polos, because that's all I wear for work. Even like when I sold cars, was just like wild ass polos. So it's one's like white with like, it's like brown pine cones, and then light blue birds and leaves, and then the other one's green, but the same pattern with gray birds and brown pine
shit.
cones. Yeah,
That's fire.
fire.
I know I just said like I don't like doing the whole 9 yards, but yo, dressing up for golf, you know, like
Yeah. Bro, that's
So
all I
doing
wear
the
to
whole
work
thing
is
feels good.
like golf khakis. I buy Under Armour or Puma golf pants, and then golf polos.
I need
That's
golf
my
pants.
that's my work outfit, and then obviously belt and shoes. And I never wear dress shoes.
Right.
I always wear like basketball shoes or like tennis
Fuck
shoes. Yeah.
That's fire.
Fire.
Yep. Gas. Fire.
But now when you're all decked out, bro, it feels good.
It does.
Feels good.
It
Look
does.
good, play good. You know.
Exactly. But that's why I'm really
Absolutely.
excited to go start playing basketball every like other weekend at least. I
That
want to
would
go
be gas,
once a
too.
week because I'm off
get
every
you right.
Sunday, so I can go every Sunday morning after pod
Yeah.
or
Yes.
before pod, and then just fucking come home, shower, and hop on. And just I want to. Me and Haley were talking about it at lunch today. Is like I haven't changed what I eat other than like if I drink when I went on that water diet, I drink a lot of water.
Yeah.
The only thing that's changed is like me being active since high school, because I used to always think I was fat in high school, and even Haley was like, you weren't fat in high school. I was like, I know I'm fat now, and it's because I'm not fucking active. Like, I don't do shit. The most activeness is fucking like mowing the lawn or like going out and walking an apartment or like walking the lot, like just different shit. Like, I want to be active. I want to do shit. I hate going to the fucking gym. It's boring. I stare at fucking walls all day. I don't want to do that. I want to be active. I want to do something. Buy a bike. Go fucking ride a bike around. Like, something active, bro. Like anything.
Yeah.
Vikings and shit.
I agree.
Yeah.
Actually, so I'm kind of dealing with that same thing. That's actually a good segue for me, quick. So TJ's dad had signed us up for this men's league that's in Hudson, and
It's deep.
it's a bit of a drive for both of
far.
us. It's more for me. It takes me like an hour and 10 to get there. It's once a
Yeah, it
week.
takes me like 45.
Yeah, once a week, every Monday. We did it last week, man, and kind of like going off of what you were saying, like just the amount of activity. So I want to do that. Like it's good competition. It's good runs. I know it's good for me, but like just the gas alone to get down there, the time it takes, like.
Yeah, and I really want to sign up for like a softball league, or even like I would do men's basketball,
cool.
but I fucking suck at basketball, so it probably wouldn't go well. Probably wouldn't get a team, and I would need
next year.
Yeah, like I would need people to play with, and I don't know anybody that plays basketball. A team. Other than Anthony. Anthony claims he's a big basketball guy. I've never played basketball with him, and now he's having a kid, so I don't foresee him doing a ton of that.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah. I want to be active, man. Like, I just want to do something. I hate just...
Yeah. I need to eat better. That's my thing. I'm active, dude. With my job and me always playing basketball, like, I'm active enough. I just need to eat better.
Yeah, so, like,
and actually start weightlifting.
And that's what I told Haley is, like, I know I'm strong. Like, I'm strong. I can lift pretty much anything you throw in front of me, unless it's probably 500 fucking pounds. But, like, I know I'm strong, but I've always eaten the same way. Like, say, 2 bowls of dinner or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I've always eaten like shit. I've always eaten fast food. I've never, like, went out of my way to change my diet in that way. Other than when I was doing fasting, but I was still eating shit food. I would just eat it all in one big meal. And just being active in that little bit of time going to the gym, like I lost 20 pounds in fucking 4 weeks and then another 6 pounds in 3 weeks. Like, just being the little bit of active and not change my diet can get me into better shape. And I think high school just proved that for me. And I know, like, metabolisms and everything change. I'm 10 years out of fucking high school, or 7 years. Like, I just want to go out and do shit, run up and down the court, fucking run sprints along the baseline, playing men's softball or fucking whatever, doing something just to get that extra bit of exercise that I know could help and change my diet that'll take me the extra step into losing weight and into doing things. And I'm just fucking over it. I want to do something without going to the gym. I don't want to go to the gym and stare at a wall while I run the fucking treadmill or lift weights and stare at a ceiling. That shit doesn't do it for me.
Bro, so I'm kind of like the opposite.
Oh. My bad.
Go ahead. You're good.
Dude, I think I might have mentioned it on the pod before, but, like, don't you guys miss playing fucking dodgeball?
Yeah.
I miss everything, bro.
Wall ball, fucking speed ball, fucking racquetball, anything with a ball, pretty much.
I miss racquetball a lot, dude.
Racquetball was so much fun.
I was a big racquetball
fan. Mayfield made that a big thing, bro. Like,
do a huge tournament, like school-wide tournament.
Shit.
Yeah, school-wide.
Yeah, that shit was wild.
Shit's fun as fuck.
B-Spot didn't give a fuck about racquetball. It was all about dodgeball. We had a whole dodgeball.
We very rarely played dodgeball, but that's because Updike and what was the
Revito.
And Revito were worried about, like, baseball players and basketball players hurting their arms playing dodgeball, like going all out. So they would never play it in the spring and would never play it in the winter. And during the fall, you're doing all your, like, fucking athletic shit, like running the mile, fucking playing pug soccer and ultimate frisbee and shit. Like, nah, I just want to play fucking dodgeball.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Yo, I used to
baseball
love
players were slinging it, they're like, fuck yeah.
That's what we want. Like, that's all we wanted to do was to throw as hard as we fucking could at people. It's a little pillow ball. It ain't like fucking...
I used to miss speedball, bro. You remember that?
Yeah. That stopped after Austin Layer broke his arm.
Yeah, speedball was like all of it mixed together, like soccer, football, like everything.
Yeah. Soccer, football, and basketball with like a little pillow ball. So like you could only throw it. Go ahead.
What was that 4-section volleyball shit?
Volleyball.
Yeah, volleyball.
That was so fun.
That shit was fire.
That shit was fire.
Shit was
fire, dude. I never heard of that shit before I came to Mayfield.
You just rocking a volleyball as hard as you can.
Dude, I played into just smoking that fucking thing across the gym.
Whenever we used to be on like the small section.
When
we were at the small section, like the ones closest to the doors, you could like a lot of the guys would try to hit it as hard as they can at the other small court to try and get it to come back. Oh, I fucking love that shit.
Yeah, bro.
Fucking ultimate ping pong, gas.
Oh my god. We played so much of that up at school, bro.
I know. I can't wait to get I'm getting a ping pong table for here and putting it in the garage.
Beer pong.
Well, yeah, you could play beer pong, but it'll be an ultimate ping pong table.
Yeah, dude, it gets
I
so
don't know what
intense.
ultimate ping pong is.
You would love it.
What, dude? You don't know what ultimate ping pong is? We played it in school every year.
He wasn't there for
I
that.
wasn't there.
Because that was when we were in Heritage, bro.
No, we played it in high school. That's how I learned it. We played it in high school every year.
Yeah, I don't know if he was there that long, though. He was only in Mayfield for like a year or something, right? Year and a half.
Year and a half.
Damn. We played it like every year. It was so much fucking fun. It's basically ping pong. You take the net off, so you have the ping pong table, and then you can have as many people as you want. Ball has to hit the ground before you can hit it. So, like, it bounce, serve, hit it, can hit the table as many times as you want, and you can hit it in any direction you want. And the next person after you has to run around the table, let it hit the floor, and then hit it. So when you have
So
like
you
8
can, like,
people,
go to the corner, bro?
yeah, like you're hitting. So like, say the table's here, and you're on the opposite side. I can hit this corner, and you have to run around and hit it. It's fucking awesome. It's so much fun.
It's so lit.
It's probably the most athletic I've ever felt. Is playing ultimate ping pong.
Dude, you got to be quick with it.
I used to lay the fuck out in college, bro. Like,
Oh yeah.
dive.
You know what I've never played?
I had
but
like a
wanna try is
34
beer
game win
die?
streak or some shit.
Have either one of you played beer die?
No,
No.
That shit looks fun as fuck.
I've
I
never
haven't
heard of
seen
that.
anything about that.
Oh, it's like a frat game.
What do you do?
It's like
Explain.
with dice, and you gotta launch that bitch to the
Oh
fucking
yeah,
moon.
and it's like you can't let it hit or something like that, or you can't let it go in the
Yeah,
cup.
if it hits the table, you gotta catch it off the table with one hand. And you're trying to make it like in the cup, and yeah, it looks mad
that could be
fun.
fun.
I don't
Yeah, you
know
got to
the
chuck it
rules
as
on
high
that.
as you can. I've seen like
shit.
clips of it, but I never knew what it was or like how to
Yeah.
play. I'd
No,
like,
it looks fun.
I'd like
yeah,
to
I
fucking
don't really
play
know,
that. That'd
but-
be fucking fun as shit. Oh, that's the other thing we wanted to bring up too. So for everybody listening and watching, we're going to be doing 2 episodes a week from here on out. This week, for the first week, it was just kind of like a catch-up, get you up to speed with the TKT boys, just like we did in Season 1. But we are going to be doing 2 episodes a week, one on Monday, one on Wednesday. Monday's episodes are going to be sports episodes. We are recording them back-to-back on Sunday mornings, or after sometimes Sunday is when we're recording them. So, like, you won't hear us talk about that current week of the NFL. You'll hear us talk about the week before, or like the NBA or MLB, whatever's going on at the time, or just random sports news. And then Wednesdays are normal episodes where we just chop it up, talk the shit. But again, we'll be recording them back to back. It'll flow really fluent. In say a big long form podcast, which I mean maybe we could upload all at once. I don't fucking know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But guys, I think that was a pretty good catch you up to speed in 45 minutes. I think that was a solid episode. Do you guys have anything else you want to say to the TKT fans?
I got one last thing for you guys, bro, and that is the Giants are up 14-0 against the Commanders, which is great to see.
Oh damn, good for them. Good for them. Go G-men. You know, Steelers don't play until
My
3.
dad's pissed.
I'm going to watch my first F1 race at 2:00 today.
There you go, bro.
Dude, who the fuck? I was just talking about Formula One. Travis, was
I
that
love
you?
it. I love Formula One, bro. But I'm never able to watch it because it's
we were
always like
just-
across continent.
I just asked him. I was like, yeah, because isn't it in Texas or something?
Yeah,
right?
it's in Austin, Texas. So they
Or
did the
Nashville?
Miami one. I wasn't able to watch
Texas?
it. It's in Texas, yeah. They just had a Red Bull show run, though, in Nashville where Daniel Ricciardo and Max Verstappen came in and rode the F1 car down Broadway
That's
and
what I
shit.
saw.
That shit was gas.
Okay. That's what I saw.
But so it's in Austin and it starts at 2, and I'm really fucking excited to watch it. Other than that, I mean, go
Fire.
sports.
Yeah, man.
You know, go sports.
Go
Yep.
sports teams.
Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this episode of the 2 Kill Time podcast, episode 1 of season 2, let us know what you think of the new logo.
Season 2.
Make sure you check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe if you do
All of
check
them.
out our YouTube, and leave a review on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. We're
Yes.
5 stars, I think, right now, so let's keep it that way. Also, shout out to Dubs Barbecue Sauce, our only sponsor. Hashtag self-promo because it's my company, but hey, might as well plug it if we can. We're getting
Shameless.
out there. Yeah, shameless. I don't give a fuck. Until Arizona Iced Tea sponsors us. Until Arizona Iced Tea sponsors us, that's who our sponsor
Yes.
is, Dubs Barbecue Sauce.
That's our goal. That's our dream sponsor.
That's the ultimate goal. Anyways, guys, we hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, we will see y'all in the next one.
There we
Peace.
go.